Hello, everybody.
Good morning. Afternoon. Morning.
I'll be right with you. Okay. All right. Mr. Ross, how do you pronounce your first name, sir?
Othman.
Othman. Okay. So it's Othman Rasheen Ross. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. And your appearance, please, Mr. Austin.
Yes, good afternoon, Magistrate Jared Austin, appearing on behalf of Mr. Ross for the purpose of this hearing only.
All right, thank you. This is file 25-00698SM. Sir, this is a complaint of the people of the state of Michigan versus Othman Rasheen Ross, alleging, sir, on or about December 10th of 2024 at the location of City of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. Sir, count one alleges that you did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Andrea Renee Marie Londo, an individual with whom you had a dating relationship. Sir, that is contrary to law. It is a misdemeanor, carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days and or $500. A consecutive sentence may be imposed under Michigan law if the assault was committed in a place of confinement. Count two alleges that you did commit the offense of larceny by stealing a laptop that belonged to Andrea Renee Marie Londo. The value of the property stolen was less than $200. Contrary to law, that is a misdemeanor, maximum penalty 93 days and or $500, or 3 times the value of the property stolen, whichever is greater. So do you understand the charges and the maximum penalties?
Understand the charges. I just don't understand that larceny because she got the computers at the house right now.
Well, don't speak about the facts of the case, Mr. Ross.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying how I'm getting dressed up though, you know.
Well, let me just tell you, sir.
We didn't know nothing about no domestics for no Decembers of 2024. That's the only reason why I'm talking like this, because I shouldn't be right here right now.
Sir.
We still in the same house. Don't know nothing. They never seen police.
Have a seat. Have a seat. We'll talk to you in a bit when you can. Tracy Young. All right, let's see, Mr. Ross. See if we can get through this here.
My apologies.
Okay. Thank you. Accepted. All right, so we got to the point where I read you the charges. This is 25-00689SM. I did read you the charges, which was a domestic violence first offense and misdemeanor 93-day and or a $500 fine. Second charge was a larceny less than $200 with the same or a similar penalty up to 93 days and or $500, or 3 times the value of the property stolen, whichever is greater. So just to be clear, do you understand those charges and the maximum penalties, Mr. Ross?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, then, is he applying for an attorney, Mr. Austin?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court will enter a not guilty plea for you, Mr. Ross, and you're going to return to court for a pretrial on April 22nd. That is at 9:30 a.m. with Judge Ward, and that will be in person only. You cannot appear by Zoom. So you should have that notice. Do you have it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hang on to that. That's the only notice that you're going to receive. The only other thing we have are some unpaid tickets. So if you would address bond then, Mr. Austin.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Ross is living here locally. Sounds like that he's not going to be living with the complaining witness, so I don't think there's going to be any issues with him abiding by the no contact order. As he states, he lives or he works when he can. So that is certainly something positive, Your Honor. I understand one of these charges is assaultive in nature. However, the presumption afforded to Mr. Ross is that he did not commit it. So I would ask the court to take that into consideration. I don't think he would have much money, if any, to post any type of a monetary bond. I think if there's any safety concerns or any concerns about him appearing in court, I think those can be adequately addressed with proper bond conditions. So, Your Honor, I'm asking the court to please consider releasing him on his own recognizance. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, so Mr. Ross, the court's going to look at your criminal history, look at your ties to community or employment status, things like that, and also look at the allegations. You do have some criminal history. You've got an OWI, operating while impaired, back in February of last year, and that's it. That's all you have in regards to criminal history. The court can look at the allegations here, recognizing that they are allegations and you have the presumption of innocence, and I wouldn't suggest anything otherwise. That's up to the prosecution to meet that burden in order to show that you are guilty. All right, so with that being said, the fact that you're going to be staying in an address separate from the complaining witness, I will grant you a $500 personal recognizance bond. You cannot miss any court dates. You must appear on each court date on April 22nd and any subsequent court dates that may arise. You also cannot violate any state or local laws while you are on bond, and you cannot possess, purchase, or consume any alcohol or controlled substances without a prescription, and you are not to leave the state of Michigan without permission from the court. Additionally, sir, you are not to possess or purchase any firearms, ammunition, or dangerous weapons, and you cannot have any contact with Andrea Londo. That means you cannot call, write, page, email, text, no electronic communications of any kind, and you cannot have anybody else contact her on your behalf, and no threatening, harassing, or molesting behavior towards her or anyone else, and you may not go within 2,000 feet of where she's located at any time, including work, home, or school. Do you understand those conditions, sir?
Yes, my honor.
All right, then. Did you have anything else for the record, Mr. Austin?
I have nothing additional, Magistrate. Thank you.
Okay, so let's take care of these traffic tickets. We got one parking ticket also. This is the parking ticket TG 24010969. This is a parking ticket issued on February 27th of last year, Family Dollar at I don't know the exact address, but it shows parking in a handicap space without a placard. So you have a balance of $160 owed on that. Looks like you had requested a hearing, but you did not come to court. So it's $192. I'm going to give you a 30-day, actually, I think what we can do is, because you have two other tickets here, ticket number 23L2826261 and 6262OI. One is for no proof of registration. You have a balance of $111. Another is no proof of insurance. You have a balance of $159. I think what we can do, since you have both of these, is put you in the collections department. And that way you can make a small payment every month. Would that help?
Yes, my honor.
Okay. Is he held on anything else? Is he free to go after he finishes here?
Where else, Your Honor? But I am confused. The PR bond is for the warrant, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I believe there's also a fresh charge there.
Yes, yeah, the fresh charge, which is the DV, that's the $500 PR bond, yes.
And there's also a warrant for domestic.
Uh,
Docket
Your Honor-
number 2698.
Your Honor, may I ask a clarifying question, please?
698 is the charge that is the 500 PR.
Yes, that's what I was just going to ask. That was the charge that the court just arraigned and granted the PR bond on, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that is listed on the sheet that we have. There was also another one listed with no case number on there indicating that there may have been some type of fresh charge request for Mr. Ross, but I never received any information about a new complaint being issued, and I do not see any other criminal complaints in the online district court system other than the 698 case that the court just arraigned him on.
We got the email that it was authorized by the prosecutor.
Okay, well, all right. I'm giving you a PR what you have here. I don't know if you have something else. On the jail list that I had this morning, there was a simple assault and battery. And this file was authorized back on March 5th. So apparently there seems to be no other charge.
Your Honor, it may not have made it to the court in time. There was another gentleman who's not going to court today for that reason as well.
Okay, all right, so that's between you and the prosecutor. So what we'll do then is we'll have you report to collections upon release on all three of these, and that way they can get you set up on a bond. I mean, not on a bond, but on a payment plan that you can afford, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything else then, Mr. Austin?
I have nothing additional, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, then you are all set, sir.
So I'm still stuck here or something?
Yeah, I don't know if there's another file or not. I really don't. I can't help you on that.
Some more there'd be. Oh,
I don't. If you wouldn't mind just writing his phone number down on those tickets.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay,
I'm already way behind us.
what's that?
I'm already way behind
Oh,
us.
yeah. All right, Tricorius Dodd Brown.
Oh, and one short.
All right, good afternoon, sir. Are you Tricorius Antone Dodd Brown?
Antoine. Yeah.
Anton, okay, I apologize for the mispronunciation. Thank you for that. All right, then, Mr. Austin, if you would enter your appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Magistrate Jared Austin, appearing today on behalf of Mr. Dodd Brown for the purpose of this hearing only.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dodd Brown. This is file 25-00882SM. This is a complaint alleging on or about March 23rd, 2025, at the location of the City of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. Count one alleges that you did. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Dodd Brown, this is alleging at Lansing, Michigan, that you did willfully and maliciously destroy or injure a building or its appurtenances located at that address that belonged to Clifford McConkey, and the amount of destruction or injury was $200 or more, but less than $1,000. Contrary to law, that is a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty 1 year and or $2,000 or 3 times the amount of destruction or injury, whichever is greater. Count 2 alleges that you did enter with or without breaking a certain building or structure, to wit, a residence or apartment located again at that address on Vine Street, whether occupied or unoccupied, without first obtaining permission to enter from the owner or occupant, agent, or person having immediate control thereof. Contrary to law, that is a misdemeanor, maximum penalty 90 days and or $500. Do you understand both of these charges, sir, and the maximum penalties?
Oh, but it's all right. Continue.
Well, I need to know that you understand just the charge and the maximum penalty.
Competent, but I don't understand. So, but you can continue
You're-
because it's
Well, the thing is, sir, is I can continue if I know that you understand what I'm saying. So let me restate that. The
Oh,
first
no, I understand.
charge-
I understand. It's okay. Go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry. I get it.
All right. Okay, so then you would have been provided an advice of rights today, Mr. Dodd Brown. Did you read that advice of rights?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Mm-hmm.
No, not a uh-huh, not a yeah. Did you read it?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you
Yes.
understand what that is.
Well, the thing is you show me
Yes, ma'am.
respect and I
Yes,
will
ma'am.
show you some respect as
Yes,
well.
yes,
Thank you.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, and did you understand those rights,
Yes,
Mr. Dodd
ma'am.
Brown? Thank you. And Mr. Austin, is he applying for an attorney today?
Yes, he is.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Dodd Brown, the court is going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, and you're going to come back to court for a pretrial. That is Tuesday, April 22nd. That is at 9:30 a.m. and it is with Judge Cynthia Ward, and you have to appear in person. That's on the 6th floor of City Hall in courtroom 1. Do you have that notice, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And did you, is there anything I've,
Misdemeanor offenses, they are nonviolent in nature. Ordinarily, those would, I think, call for a personal recognizance bond, Your Honor. I would like to just ask if the court can clarify whether there are currently any holds on Mr. Dodd Brown.
that's my next thing here. I am aware that he has failed to appear for sentencing with Judge Stokes.
I am aware of that as well, Your Honor, although it's not listed as a hold on here, so I just wanted to
Okay.
be
Yeah, let
clear
me
on that,
check.
'cause that may change my recommendation.
Okay. Officer, do you know if he has any holds?
He does not have any holds according to what I have.
Please let me go.
Okay,
I'll be there. I'll make everything. I'm gonna comply. Whatever you guys need, I'm gonna do. Just let me go.
all right,
I swear
Mr.
it's will,
Austin.
my
you
other than
can-
me.
Mr.
swear.
Austin, you can continue.
Oh, Mr. Dodd Brown, please stop interrupting the court. You're going to make matters far worse. Given that, Your Honor, then I would ask the court to consider personal recognizance release.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Dodd Brown, the court takes into consideration, okay, so the court's going to look at two factors, sir. Are you a flight risk? Are you a danger to the public? The court will look at your criminal history, look at your ties to community, your employment status. We'll look at as well as the allegations, recognizing that they are allegations. He did have a case bound over to the circuit court. That must be the one with Judge Stokes, I would guess.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that shows, well, I can only show what's bound over, and that's stolen property, receiving and concealing, and a police officer, felony police officer assault, resist, obstruct, 2 counts of that, 3 counts of that actually. And I don't know, the actual sentencing, but I am aware that that is pending. It looks like you have a disturbing the peace in 2024. You have another matter in May of 2024 that was also pending and bound over to the circuit court involving stolen property.
Excuse me, Your Honor. So all of those were all wrapped into that one last case. It was
I understand that. Yes, I do understand that. Thank you. And you have in 2022 a misdemeanor fail to stop at the scene of property damage accident and a misdemeanor guilty plea in a controlled substance case. That was 2020. And then aggravated assault in 2019. So you do have some criminal history from 2019 to very recently. It does concern me that you failed to appear for sentencing. I don't know why you did. It's not up to me to take that into consideration. But you do got to make sure that you make your court hearings. With that being said, sir, I'm not going to grant you a PR. I will grant you a 10% bond, and it's a low 10% bond. It's a 1,000 10% bond.
So was that $100?
Yeah.
Yes. And the people have requested a GPS tether, so I'm also going to order that to ensure risk of flight and ensure court appearances. So there will be a GPS tether, a 1,000 10% bond, and conditions of your release are no alcohol or controlled substances without a prescription, no out-of-state travel without permission from the court, no firearms, ammunition, or dangerous weapons, and you cannot miss any court dates, and you cannot violate any state or local laws while you are on bond. Do you understand that?
Why can't I get a PR bond when I'm homeless?
Because I just told you why, because I want to make sure you make all of your court appearances. And I'm not sure you're gonna do that.
Appearances, I literally, I put it on my mother when I got up here, remember? I'm gonna make every thing that I need to do so I can get off of this paper and off the trail.
You're all set. You're all set. Mr. Austin, did you have anything else?
I did not, thank you.
All right. Okay, you know what? You have something else to say? Don't let him go. Don't let him go. Bring him back.
Your Honor, he's asking for a cup for the cell.
He's asking for what?
A cup.
A cup?
So he can drink some water.
Okay. It didn't sound like cup. All right, thank you.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.